Thaumaturge is a word deriving from Greek, means miracles. Thaumaturge, or temperamancer, is one able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places. They recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It is impossible to fully name the essence of Thaumaturge without being born one.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone.
Too bushy.
I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the men you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Begin.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
Take this down, please. Arrived. Very beautiful views. People honest at first glance. Sincerely, your barely living cripple.
I didn't mean to cause offense.
Well, then strike that, please. Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope you will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Please add my love to you, my sister.
Touching. From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. Szulski. And Victor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw, Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere, on every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
Find the miracle worker in the village. I'm almost there. We shall see if the spiritual doctor I've been following is able to help me. Last letter. Dear Anthony, it feels like ages have passed since your last letter. Or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, the life of an exile does not spoil me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land, among foreign people, and fight under the Russian banner. And how am I today? I live among people who hate me. I'm losing my health and my mind, and cultivating the land that I fertilize with the blood and flesh of its sons. And I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only means of escape. Please pray for me. Constanti. Wait, it is like gay lover. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anilka that the thought of her brought me solace until the very end. Well, Anthony is like a female name. I don't know. I wonder if they will see each other. Oh. Oh, just text. Dear Janko, please stop with gentry snobbery and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it is not at all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look. Wherever you turn, you hear about revolts and peasant guerrillas going at the lords with pitchforks. We have to protect ourselves, have something on the side, some business that will allow us to live with dignity. That's why I'm telling you for the last time, go to the bank in Telfas and take a loan against half of our assets in the Caucasus. Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there, and the world needs kerosene. You need to act. I will send you all the documents and authorizations. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, Lou. We're getting XP points from picking up letters. Yes. As a Thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words, and you can reach your goals easier. Okay. Alright, use perception. Oh. My snap is finished. I know, what's up with the FPS is dropping. Nice boots. I mean, this game doesn't seem to be very taxing graphically, but Maybe it's just the snow that has like low FPS. I don't know. I'll keep it like this for now. What kind of man walks around with a book? The Tilthy's Herald. The tragic events of August 29 have cast a shadow on the city of Tilphus, leaving it in deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, or reform proposal set out by Minister Alexander Bolozhin, were to be discussed, was brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. Armed Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc in the turmoil. 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. For some reason, the world doesn't seem to like Russia anymore. Wait, is this game Russian propaganda? I don't know.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
So is it just locals living in the village?
Who else would want to live in a shithole like this?
I actually meant, is there anyone visiting, a guest?
Ah, you came for some healing. Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he's sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
I bet he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. Oh, he prays a heck of a lot. You getting in, or what?
I need to look around.
Can you wait for me a minute? I want to take a look around.
Well, I'm not going to leave you now, am I?
Thank you.
Just 2 more days of marching. I'll be free. Oh, that's it. Hi, how are you enjoying this game? I barely started, so like this is the first 5 minutes of the game. Seems okay.
All set?
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
Hoping for the better.
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Have some rest, you deserve it. Wait, you can leave? Oh. Great men fight their wars, but what's that to us, the peasants? A lot of Eastern types come through here. Well, that's life in the countryside for you. Do they, like, only say one thing? Yeah, they only say one thing. Okay, that's good. Good, God willing. Nice boots. They like to talk about people's boots, apparently. What kind of man walk? Oh no, they only have like 5 things to say amongst all of them. Yeah, there's like FPS issues. Look at the tan on this one. What's the innkeeper's daughter doing behind the barn? You know what she's doing behind the barn. Nice boots. The coal got a fierce bite to it. My old lady will curse me when she sees this. Where to keep order, and that's not. Then don't come for free. We can handle keeping order. Maybe reduce the DLSS. Oop. Usually, I usually find that if DLSS doesn't help with the FPS, it doesn't matter which settings. It's just optimization issues. Proletariatus Berzola. Soon the day will come when the people will throw off their hated shackles. With one stroke of the mighty arm, hardened by work and struggle with misery, they will get rid of the despised Tsar. May the recent events, so agonizing for many, be a torch that will kindle the flame of a just revolution. It will only take a few people to raise their heads proudly and abandon their work, for the flame to become an inferno that will consume the oppressor and cleanse our lands. It is already happening. Workers in major cities are preparing for action, and the city folk are also joining the fray. The hour of trial is upon us. Let us not lose heart. Luca.
Gentlemen, is this the tavern here? Hey, Putney. You coming from far? Indeed, I'm tired. Nice boots. Are they warm?
A proud answer that not only draws you from your flaw of pride's level, but also feeds it even more. What? Show no fear. Okay. So he wants the boots.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. I got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
It's your snummy. We're the Tsar's soldiers. Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
Uh-oh. Oh, this battle music is kind of cool. When your enemies lose all of their health points, you win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown in the bar below their feet, while your health points are put in the bottom left corner of the screen. Plan your attack, select skill icon above the opponent. Okay. Oh. It's weird. Ow! Perception allows you to anticipate enemy's action. To find out what they're planning, unfold the actions at the top of the screen. Each skill has its own speed. Slow skills are more powerful, require preparation, bringing the risk of enemy attacking first. How do I... Oh, precision cut. We can afford a little damage. This is so weird.
There's the Ruskies right. They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Okay. Well, well, a rich fellow.
Good boy.
Good. Good. I'm gonna reduce resolution to 1440 and check. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, goddamn. So weird. Invisible mouse. I can't. Oh my, it's getting stuffy. I'd make better moonshines myself. They're both saying the same thing. News from Yerevan. Our correspondents report that the newly appointed Governor General of the Yerevan province, Prince Napoleon Louis Joseph Jeremy Bonaparte, has just arrived in town. The highest officials were present at the welcoming ceremony, followed by a dinner with representatives from Yerevan's most eminent family. The Governor General's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days. I was afraid my hubby was here too, instead of working the field. No, that should feel any less. There's no sin without lust. Do not hide from your sin. I bless you all. Rasputin!
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin?
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time,
And you expected a stinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
yes, I've heard, especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases, inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. and I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
I first learned of you in Paris. A charismatic miracle worker from Russia. I even heard about you from my doctors. By the time I got to Petersburg, you were already gone. I've crossed almost 3 continents, through Siberia, India, and half of Europe. But if you're asking me about my origins, I'm from Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Viktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
I need to steal your
Yes.
underwear. Prayer beads, time-worn prayer beads with 30 woolen knots. The zeal gushing from beads impregnates the wool better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Okay. While we're doing that. Rasputin's wish. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his ardor.
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
The damaged bottle was used as a weapon, judging by the traces of blood. Observations are information that you acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make up conclusions, a valuable source of knowledge about the world and events that can help you in different situations. Thaumaturges possess perception, which allows them to read other people's emotions, actions, words, and thoughts left on items. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficiently. On some items, you will find a trace of someone's personality. It takes one of 3 forms. Unknown, you see it for the first time. Familiar, you have seen it before, but you're not certain who it belongs to. Certain, you know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on the item.
Let's take a look around.
There's the tutorial. Only one item here. A dirty ball someone has eaten stew from. Dimension force too low. Trace unknown. On the Grimoire's cover, there are available Thaumaturge points that you can spend on the tree. Purchase skill upgrades, improve your powers within any dimension, and hunt saluters to enable further development. On the Grimoire's cover, there are available Thaumaturge points that you can spend on the tree. Purchase skill upgrades, improve your powers within any dimension, and hunt saluters to enable further development. What? Oh, it's just a repeat. Let's not mess with that, because I accidentally. Oh, it's saying that I have a point. Oh, we have one heart. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with this right now. Oh, there's another thing here. Penitential device for voluntary self-mortification of the body. Dimension force too low. Mine. Oh, do we need to upgrade our? One was word, one was mine. Oh.
Who would have thought thou hast such layers of passion within it?
An ornate prayer book containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. It vibrates with a languishing moan of delight, the touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder. But that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Oh, yeah, this is Raspberry. Who would have thought that this priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lever, irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. I thought he was a closet homosexual.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat. Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
Should we poke around?
I can't help but ask you about that young lady from Petersburg.
Careful, I'm starting to like you. But not enough to tell you about Petersburg. How do you think I might help you?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind, I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
I've got money, if that's what matters.
Give it to the needy. Your riches mean nothing to me. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here. I need to get out of here. What is this sound? Shackles?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you. And something else. I saw it clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a salutar, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
What? I gotta go check on Yoshi. Save 5. Oh, this is the 5th one. Okay. Well, since it's auto-saving, I don't think. Yeah. Let me just check on your shoe real quick.
I felt something. Where is it? What do we have here?
They'll not gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch. Or these newcomers causing more problems.
What?
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here. Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Salt on the doorstep protects from unwanted visitors and other misfortunes. Dead goose. Something or someone or something strangled this goose. From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotion carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and the desire for all of Bogdan's property to go to hell. Interesting.
Am I sensing?
A hand-carved, elaborately painted wooden box.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help. Help! Help! Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
Wait, does it do? Oh. So confused right now. Oh. What? Campbell, what is that? Give 60. Oh.
You could say that, sure.
I thought he got stabbed. Village residents. Your thinking interferes with their actions, so much the worse for thinking. The locals are impetuous, irritable, and eager to pick fights. For even the most trivial reason, something is not right here.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please, please, please.
Okay, I guess we can't do anything about that right now. Dish shards. Vesna. The broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The quarrel erupted suddenly, spewing out bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Its sweet and pungent taste, stupefied, compels screaming, finger pointing and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of breath. I still don't have word upgrade. What is this? Rasputin's Wish. So, Rasputin. I had only heard rumors about him. A preacher, a mystic who used to heal St. Petersburg elites not long ago. I found him in a small village in Transcaucasia. They call him a mad monk, or even a quack and a fraud. To me, he is the last hope for a cure. It will not be an overstatement if I say he saved my life. Without his mysterious powers, I would have gone mad. I think that means I owe him. Uh-oh, someone's sucking somebody's dick. And yet I cannot help thinking how strange he is. I still can't crack this. Damage axe shaft. A damage axe shaft. The trace it bears does not belong to Vesna. A shaft is overgrown with the thorns of bitter words, but there are others, warm, delicate as rose petals. They betray a love for someone who's not afraid of thorns, a love that is difficult but not accepting of violence. Domestic squabbles. In this house lives a married couple who do not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly until they're out of breath. But they persist, together, despite everything. Okay, so should we then...
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please, please, please.
We need word one for that. This game is definitely interesting. There's a certain tone to it, yes. Oh, wise woman.
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much, and he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pen.
Where is the justice here?
Conflicted neighbors. A dead goose lies between the quarreling peasants. The obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman is to settle the dispute, she'd better do it quickly, or we'll come to fisticuffs in a moment. It seems that the neighbors quarrel over a goose strangle in the act of revenge, a classic of the genre.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of the wise woman?
Well, all in all, I'm sorry.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
What is going on? It's like there's no real conclusion to that. Speak before I die? What? That's a little extreme, isn't it? So, my dear son, my heart is crying. Have I harmed you, and so that you write about me like this? That you renounce your legacy, your land, your blood? I never said a word to you when you refused to farm with us, nor when you went to Tiflis to study. And now you're calling us stupid? Backward? You repeat after the rector of yours, Zudeski. That Georgian, your language, is the language of dogs? And you want to write to me only in Russian? Child, Georgia flows in your blood. She is the salt in your tears and the glue in your bones. You will not renounce her. You can't. Unfinished letter. Diary and oblate priest. They say that every nation has its demons. Its phantoms, ghosts, and nightmares were created to make naughty children behave. But I have gone halfway around the world preaching the word of God and learned the truth. These demons, fiends, and devils cursed by God are real, and they are everywhere. In distant Sirmia, people whisper the name Bukavak, a cruel beast whose presence bring wrath and commands people to inflict violence on their neighbors. A fairy tale, you say? But I have seen Bukavak here in Piatigorsk. I heard the rattle of his chains and felt his fangs digging into my neck and tugging at every fiber in of my soul. And I felt the fury that this wraith bring with it, the anger from which there is no escape, the taste of blood in my mouth that no prayer can erase. May the holy walls of the oblate church stop this beast. Blessed Virgin, keep me safe. Okay. What does she want?
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
Okay, so we better not. Okay, we'll come back to Doctor later then.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
Drama mama. Well, I mean, it is true though. What kind of magic is that? I've never seen anything like it. Oh, you can zoom in. Oh, they're using particles for that. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, and then you can, with physics on it. Nice. Protective charm, made of string, sticks, and feathers. It's supposed to protect the residents from the influence of evil powers. Lock screen? What? What? Lock on screen. Oh, I see. No, don't. I guess if you want to remember something. So where's Rasputin? Oh, we need to, at the cemetery over here. What? I'm so confused. Manipulation. Interesting. Many people have flaws, but only thaumaturges are aware of their existence. These are blemishes in a personality created as a result of turbulent experiences. They attract saluters and allow young thaumaturges to make a pact with their first saluter. Your flaw is pride. If you nurture it by making the right choices, it will impact the course of events in the future. Okay. My innate flaw. It got me into trouble on more than one occasion. Also kept me out of it. Sometimes too. It is the integral part of me. Upir follows this flaw. Increase the heart dimension force by 1. How do I customize them? Can we remove the nasty beard, please? No. Okay. Utterly disgusting. Reaction. What does that do though? What is reaction? It's like a counter or something. Do I want that? Restores focus. Oh, this way. Okay. I'm sorry, Bogdan. I'm sorry. I used to know somebody named Bogdan. Alright, where's Putin? Oh no, we've been here before. Where's the graveyard? We do have to leave this area. Let me talk to the guy.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look, my horse is more dead than alive.
I'll be right back.
Interesting. Use Thaumaturge. You can manipulate other people. First, you must know the person's secrets, which you can learn by making conclusions. If the manipulation is available, your character interaction icon will change, and Upro will appear next to the character. Horse shit. Rag. Oh no. Is it a cum rag? Coachman used the rag to wipe the sweat off his forehead. The rag reeks with the sour odor of fatigue. Attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like a fishbone, and the muscles burn with fire. And no one would help. Such was his job, such was his fate. Work, 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 work. Shovel. The shovel still showed traces of mud and ice. The coachman had to free the wagon's wheels from the soft soil that engulfed them. The coachman is tired and weary. He's worked hard at unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of is a moment of rest. I can relieve his suffering. That was it.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
His secret is he's tired. I mean, they couldn't make that juicy at all. Could have just offered him a hand job or something, you know.
You will be mine, secret.
Elder Vasily died only a year ago, and his tombstone has clearly already been damaged. Why? Why?
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
I see him. My Uber. He's back. I can feel our bond growing stronger as each moment passes.
I'm happy for you, but do restrain your joy. We're in the cemetery.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see, to them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other yuffets.
Locals say that since the death of the village elder, a doom has hung over the village. Minor quarrels merely turn into bloody fights, and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of a Salita.
What do you mean?
Vasily's death was not peaceful. The elder died in the flames that consumed his house. The ruins are thought to be cursed, and locals speak of them in with horror.
What changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed. Before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such as Vasily's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a Salutor. That's what might be influencing the villages in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking of a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Amen. A woman in the cemetery claims the village is haunted by a lich. His name is Bukovac. A peaceful and happy village? Not quite. The villagers are riled up on the point of breaking, laying the blame for the troubles on the actions of Bukovac. They are trying to defend themselves against this dark force with folk methods. Oh, I need to read up on Bukovac. Bokabaka. Bukovacs are sometimes mentioned in tales and legends of Sirmia, a part of the kingdom of Slovenia. They personify brutal force and the inexorable punishment for sins, which is bound to come. Paimon. Paimon from that game. You are so beautiful, fallen angel, full of grace, energy, and color. I thought that you would become my teacher, that you would open the world of philosophy, art, and magic to me, that together we would discover the secrets of Earth's elements and the secrets of people's hearts, that I would become something more, that having as many as 2 saluters, I would reach for what is available only to the strongest. Instead, you broke me. You brought nightmares and visions that crushed my mind to dust. Because of you, I'm nothing but a shadow. Me? If anybody finds this, please send it to Victor Zluzki. People lose all sorts of things. Anything can happen. It feels odd to write about oneself. I was born as a Thaumaturge on September 22nd, 1875, in Warsaw, under the Tsar's rule. 15 years ago, I made a pact with my first saluter, Upir. Then with his help, I tried to help my friend. It didn't work out. My father was furious. He sent me to my mother, to Paris. Then I did a lot of stupid things, and I almost lost my powers in connection to Upir. Now here I am, broken, lonely. My only hope is traveling mystic. A traveling mystic. Such a life. Rasputin. Did he change anything in me? Fix anything? I don't know how his power works. He's completely different than Thaumaturge. Upir is at my service again. It feels good to have it back. Stanislas Volsky, my father and a thaumaturge. Even my mother was sick of him after a few years of marriage, so she left. I was the only one to inherit his powers, but it didn't bring us any closer. When my powers were revealed, he sent me to Paris. That's something I will never forgive him for. Legia. My dear sister Legia, the only person I truly miss while I'm away. We're twins, so there's always been a special bond between us. I haven't seen her for years. Currently, I only know her from the letters we exchange. Into the wagon. Ooh, Burn Homestead. Wait, there's another exclamation mark here. Oh.
I felt something. Where is it? I felt something. Where is it? I felt something. Where is it? Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
Can you feel it? Can you smell the camera?
What do you expect to find in this place? The fire was almost a year ago.
Time doesn't matter much here. I'm looking for clues and personal traces that will lead me to whoever's carrying the flaw that lured the saluter here.
I see. I thought I could be helpful to you, but I don't really understand what you're telling me.
Why did you want to come here with me?
I have never gotten to know a thaumaturge so closely. I'd like to learn as much as possible about your abilities.
If I do manage to catch another saluter, that would be a very rare occurrence, in fact. An ordinary thaumaturge wouldn't even try it more than once. Only a few have multiple saluters.
Why?
Because they're afraid. Like the ones who claimed humans wouldn't learn to fly or even reach the pole. But the failure of others doesn't mean those people are right. It means a mistake was made somewhere.
Isn't this exactly the sort of thinking that caused your problems that led you to me?
It doesn't matter anymore.
Then what's changed?
This time, I've got you with me. People always leave behind individual bits of their personality, even on everyday objects and such. I can decipher the thoughts and actions imprinted on these objects, and then match them to their owner. This lets me gather immense knowledge about a person, especially if I need to find someone.
What else can you do?
Above all, flaws are deeply hidden marks left in human souls. They form under the influence of tragic events.
What does that have to do with salutors? Is that Latin?
Yes, from the word newcomer. People have always taken salutors to be spirits, demons, or imps.
Like from those fairy tales, the wise woman and the other old crones tell the locals.
Sometimes, those sorts of fairy tales and legends describe how humans perceive a salutor. They don't take a physical form. Salutors are attracted to the flaws hidden within people. Thaumaturges discover these flaws inside someone, bring them to the surface, and adopt them to lure the salutor. Those are the moments when I've usually failed. I haven't been able to hold on to a salutor. I didn't know how to bind one to myself.
What about you? Do you have a flaw?
It doesn't matter. The important thing is that I can now catch my next salutor. Make another bond with it, and its power will allow me to start influencing people. Thanks to your help, I can once again discover people's flaws and the salutors hiding behind them. And I think I'm now able to catch my second salutor. I need to look around this place a little more.
I won't stop you.
I don't know if you should like trust Rasputin. Well, I don't know what kind of character he is in this game, you know.
I felt something. Where is it? I felt something.
Oh.
Where is it? Damn it.
Charnel trouser belt with a heavy metal buckle. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here though. Wait, did it save? I don't think it... Did it override, really? I don't know. Oh, I guess it did. Okay, just override the autosave. That's nice.